Today, the U.S. Supreme Court heard two cases attempting to block the controversial Texas abortion law that lawmakers passed last spring.
The law allows private citizens to sue anyone who aids or abets an abortion after cardiac activity is detected in the womb, which can occur as early as 6 weeks into a pregnancy.
KXAN's Maggie Glynn is joining us live from the Capitol tonight with more.
Britain, Robert, this is extraordinary today. It's making national headlines because the Supreme Court has previously dismissed past lawsuits that tried to block this law before it officially took effect 2 months ago from today. That was September 1st. Now today, in the Supreme Court, the court is considering procedural questions rather than the substance of the law itself. In the first of two cases Monday, Whole Woman's Health argued the Texas abortion law has made providers so afraid to perform an abortion, it's denying women access across the state.
No one is providing abortions in Texas right now. It's too fraught with legalities.
Every single day, the Heartbeat Act is in effect. That's even more lives saved.
The justices call this a novel law. That's because lawmakers wrote it to empower citizens to enforce it. And it doesn't make those later abortions a crime. It just opens the floodgates for civil lawsuits. 6 of the 9 justices, including 2 conservatives, raised concerns about the ripple effect it could have.
With Brown versus the Board of Education, a state could have gotten around the Supreme Court's decision in Brown by allowing anyone to sue for $10,000 or more someone who is integrating a school, and that the federal courts would have been completely powerless to do anything about that.
That's why the Department of Justice is stepping in too.
When Justice Kavanaugh asked Texas's lawyer, would this law also be available to block the enforcement of gun rights, to block the enforcement of free speech rights? And after a bit of hemming and hawing, the Texas lawyer said yes. That's a pretty important concession.
But if the Supreme Court decides to go forward with the Whole Woman's Health lawsuit, that would mean dropping the DOJ's case.
The federal government's whole theory here is that they're specifically allowed to sue because no one else can.
Now, there's no official timeline that's been set by the court, but we could be getting a decision within the next week or so. This is the fastest the Supreme Court has moved since with Bush versus Gore. Reporting live from the Capitol, Maggie Glynn, KXAN News.